couple days and kind of talk about the adjustment. A lot of new faces, especially in the secondary.
A lot of fun, a lot of fun. I mean, you know, it is some new faces in the secondary, but you know, we got a couple old faces in Hutchinson and Antonio Watts who are really maturing, and it's kind of fun watching. In this day and age, we'll have coached those guys for 3 seasons, which is pretty interesting.
Pretty rare, you're saying these
Yeah,
days?
that's what I'm saying, because, you know, it used to be like, okay, in another year that guy will be a good player, you know what I mean? But you can't say that now. You just try to get them ready as fast as you can. But those guys are fun to watch because they're maturing.
What challenges is it though when you've got a few older guys to mix them together, and how much, as you said, fun? How much fun do you have trying to come up with something during spring?
This is why it's fun, because I like the group. I really like the group in terms of their mentality, in terms of as people, they help each other. They seem to have blended right away. So I really like the group, to be honest with you. So I'm having fun.
What do you like about them, particularly as far as their skill set or just kind of?
I like their skill set too, but more than that, I like the fact that they're communicating, like they've been together for a while and they really haven't. But there's a lot of great communication there. And then, you know, they're congratulating each other, they're having fun with each other. And when you do that, you got a chance to be good on defense. I just think that, you know, when that defense plays together, you'll be good on defense.
Do you think the communication is farther along than maybe you have in other spring practices in the past?
I do. I think we've done a better job with our install and not being overly ambitious and really taking our time and stuff like that. It's been 2 days, but really the stuff that we're running, these players have been working on for like 2 weeks. So they seem comfortable to an extent. So it's fun.
You do have a few guys that have been around for 3
Correct.
years.
Correct.
And you do have the same coaching staff for 3
Correct.
years. How big is that?
It's big, and you live and you learn. You know, last year, I think I mentioned this before, I just thought we were overly ambitious. I thought we not expected too much, but I thought we put too much on their plate, especially early in the season. So, no, it's gonna be fun with these dudes.
In Hutchinson and Watt, those are guys that have been around. Are you seeing them being the leaders that you want to some of the new faces?
No, it's cool because they're communicating, over-communicating, talking to all the younger guys. I mean, and I haven't really I kind of mentioned to them, hey, look, man, it's your time. You got to be a leader. You know, TJ, all these guys. It's just, you know how I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but if you used to be, you coach a guy 4 years, right? You know, or 3 years for the great players and they're out, but it's just a whole different thing when you coach the guy for a couple of years and then he knows you, you know him, he knows what you want, what you expect, and now you're moving. So it's been fun. It's been fun. But we do have, I asked that question this morning, I said, all right, how many guys you have for 2 years, for 2 years already? How many guys, you know, and every position has had guys who've been here for at least 2 years.
Antonio made that play at the end of the bowl game.
Yeah.
Can you kind of take us through his progression, and when you saw that play, did it surprise you that a guy like that can make that? You know, can make that
Well, they really had a good scheme, and for him to be able to feel that and do what he did was big time. Nothing he does athletically surprises me. I think he's elite that way. You know, you talk about 221-pound guy who, just like yesterday, you know, myself and Coach Sharp, who works with the secondary with us, I was like, man, I mean, just the things he can do with his big body, get in and out of breaks and change and run, he is, I mean, the sky's the limit. What he's got to do is play well, consistently, and then he'll get what he wants.
When you lose guys like Ashton and Quincy and Ramon Pereira, guys that were staples in that locker room, is it unique to see some of these new faces step into similar roles from a leadership as well as a participation?
I think that I don't think that because you played a lot, you're necessarily a leader, or that you're a good player, you're a leader. I don't think that's how it works. I think that people gravitate towards people that may motivate them in different ways. And I think that these guys seem to care about each other. And it's not a solo or individual thing, so I kind of like that.
Ron, with JoJo, he's played a ton of football at a different level, but a pretty high level for him. What do you kind of expect from him, and how have you seen since he's gotten here?
Just a good dude. So JoJo's recruit division, he's been, he's been in some places. I said, hey, Jojo, hey, Jojo, how was Siberia? Oh, coach, it was fine. Yeah, it's a little bit cold, but like that. Hey, how was this place? Wasn't a lot to do, but it was great. That's Jojo. So what I like about him is he's very conscientious. He's very detailed. Obviously, like everybody else, he's got to get better at some things, but I've been pleased with him so far. Really pleased.
Over in the secondary, that is an area of the field that does feature probably the most amount of newcomers. How has those position groups, the corners and safety, how have they done in terms of meshing with the rest of the guys who came back and just the defense overall?
It's been refreshing. It's been refreshing because I think us as coaches are better at what we're asking them to do. I think we learned a lesson a year ago. I think we were all frustrated, to be honest with you, and that was not how we want to play defense or expect to play defense. So I think we've all learned, but I think these new faces, like I keep saying, I like these new faces. I like the way they're communicating. I like the way they're caring about each other.
You mentioned how during last season there was at times a bit of communication issues,
Yeah.
specifically with kind of the in-helmet comms.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking a little bit of a different approach this offseason as it pertains to that?
You gotta learn. You gotta learn from your mistakes. So we're over communicating right now. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah,